Police officers in Akron, Ohio are now going without name tags for their own protection. Comes after the police-involved shooting death of Jayland Walker that has sparked protests across the country. Akron Police Chief Stephen Milet explained the change in protocol.
Every officer is wearing a badge. I authorized them to take their name tag off because of the threats that were made against our officers and the bounties that were placed on officers' heads.
Let's take a moment for that to sink in. Bounties being placed on officers' heads. Some people have been getting officers' names, going on social media, finding their pictures, distributing them. In some cases, the chief says people have gotten hold of photos of the officers' families. Walker was shot and killed by police on June 27th after officers tried to stop him for a traffic violation that led to an 18-minute car chase. Officers say Walker fired at them before getting out of his vehicle wearing a ski mask. When an officer tried to run for it, officers tried to use tasers to stop him. Then officers say Walker looked to be turning around and reaching for his waistband. Eight officers fired some 90 shots, hitting Walker at least 60 times. A gun was found in his car. The county medical examiner is set to announce the autopsy results tomorrow. The names of the officers involved have not been released, even though Walker's family has requested them. That's for the officers' protection, at least for now. Meanwhile, the officers who are on patrol are being told by the chief to give their employee number instead. If someone still has an issue, a supervisor will be called to the scene. The Ohio State Bureau of Investigation is examining the shooting. That is still ongoing. We shall see what happens with that. It's an important investigation. But the officers involved are not on the street. They're on leave, as is the department's protocol, while this investigation continues. The chief says that dangerous misinformation is being spread, including people saying that the officers involved in the shooting are back on duty. To repeat, that is false. And the officers who are on the street need to be able to do their jobs and make sure protests stay peaceful, among other things. But maybe that's the point, making sure the officers can't do their jobs at all. Joining me now is Timothy Dimoff, a retired Akron police detective who was also part of the SWAT team. He's now a security consultant. Thanks very much for coming on the show. Appreciate it. All right, first let me ask you, you work in downtown Akron. What's the feeling there right now?
Well, the feeling in downtown Akron is the businesses are all nervous. There's been curfews. There's been intimidation. We've had windows broken. We've had lots of protests and marches. And no one's against anybody expressing their opinion and their right to protest. What people are concerned about is when a protest turns into destruction and they start breaking out windows, starting fires, and start affecting innocent people's livelihoods and their businesses.
Totally agree. Officers going without name tags. Have you ever seen something like that before?
It's one of the first times I've ever heard of it in my career, but I totally understand what's going on, because with social media that didn't exist obviously many years ago, with social media now, people, protesters, disagreement, people who are in disagreement, getting these officers' names, and then they're searching through the internet for who they are, where they live, where their family is, who they're related to, where their kids go to school. And now with the internet and social media, they can blast that information out. And on top of it, as Chief Milet explained, they're actually releasing bounties or rewards for intimidating and potentially hurting or killing a law enforcement officer who was not involved in the incident. It's more of an aggression towards law enforcement in general and not against specifics, even though they absolutely are working really hard to find out who the 8 officers' names and who they are that were involved in this recent shooting.
Look, and eventually it's going to come out, right, who the 8 officers were. The investigation is ongoing. You know, I had a discussion about this with people on both sides of this issue before. I'm going to wait and see what the investigation turns up. It was too many shots, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a crime. We shall see. The chief talked about the spread of misinformation, though. The officers involved in the shooting are definitely not back at work, right? Just so we're all clear.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Those officers are not back at work.
Right.
The protocol procedures on the Akron Police Department is nobody comes back to work after a use of force, of deadly force, until a full investigation has been determined, and in this case, by the Attorney General and reviewed by the prosecutor's office.
You know, I'm also worried about the effect that this can have on current officers, on recruiting, et cetera. I mean, when you're at a point where you're a law enforcement official in Akron and you can't wear your badge because you're fearing what's going to happen on social media to you or to your kids, et cetera, it's just yet another example of a reason for people to either retire from the force or not join.
Yeah, right now this is having a tremendous impact on recruitment. Also, unofficially, there are numerous officers that has been reported in discussions off the record amongst police officers and people within the community that at least 50 to 75 or 100 Akron police officers are really concerned about this case, the outcome of the case, and are contemplating retirement or earlier retirement because of it and the discouragement of the relationship with the community.
When you say that, do you mean that if the officers are charged, or you just mean based on where things are today?
I mean a combination of if the officers are charged, if they're criminally charged versus they're reprimanded, and also on how the community treats you as law enforcement. And it's just not in Akron, Ohio.
Absolutely.
In the last couple of years, we've seen an extreme amount of looting and calls for defunding and calls in major cities where mayors are telling police to stand down and allow destruction.
Yep.
That is only going to have a negative effect on your recruiting and maintaining and keeping police officers interested in staying on the job.
It is very, very frustrating. And as we have talked about on this show many, many times, the vast majority of Americans support police. But sometimes the loudest voices in the rooms are the ones who don't. Timothy Dimoff, thank you very much for taking the time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Dan, for having me on.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.